the short one. She actually, if I don't put the hose in the very center and she can get a hold of it, she'll pull the hose out of the trough. It's very annoying. Good morning. I think we're about 9, maybe 9:30. It's a nice morning. I was talking with Harris last night, and he had asked how the garden was doing, and I realized I hadn't really done a garden video for a while.
I'm kind of, I would say I'm embarrassed, but that's not even really it. But I got weeding I need to do, and I've been putting it off. And I have a dog hiding. At least when stuff actually gets grown, he doesn't sit on the actual vegetables. He lays in the spots. That's okay. He likes laying on the damp dirt. But we see my dandelion crop. Well, honeybees and bumblebees. That right there, one day when I came out of here, one of those big flowers, I must have seen a dozen honeybees come out of one of them. Hubbard squash. And that's my pickling cucumber line that we planted from seeds, so that should be putting on blooms pretty soon for honeybees. But back to the dandelions. Part of the reason I haven't mowed is when the sun gets out, and it almost sounds like a beehive out here, all over the dandelions and stuff. And we've got our corn attempt still going. I mean, it looks good. I just don't think it'll have enough growth time, but we'll find out. Now, one really cool thing, I kind of haven't been out here for a while too much. My peas, my line of peas in the center there, are coming along. Let's see if we can get in a little bit. There we go. So, it's bugging me because I can't get in there to weed, but I'm not doing any weeding at the moment anyway. But they seem to be doing okay in there. And it's not too bad as far as the weeds go. But, butternut. Look, honeybees all over them. Hello. And I got stuff a little tight here on the end, I have to say. But the acorns are doing good. Looks like we may get one. It might be a little tiny. Cucumbers have started to slow down some, and I'm kind of welcome for that. We were kind of getting overwhelmed with cucumbers for a while. We're going to get overwhelmed with tomatoes. Peppers haven't done all that great. I got everything in late. And last year when I did the peppers, I had garden cloth, so it was close around them, so the ground got warmer around them, and I think that had an effect maybe. We still got some coming on. And I was telling my mom, I think angels come out and hide the vegetables from me. Like, I'll come out here and there'll be a cucumber about that big or whatever. Like, see that one right there? And I'll think, I'll leave that all day. Well, I'll come out tomorrow and that thing will be the size of my foot. Either that or, like I said, I think angels hide the vegetables and they just giggle and say, we'll show it to them tomorrow. She laughs. But zucchinis appear to be slowing down, and another thing I am welcome for. I'm getting a little tired of zucchini. Lots of sauteed zucchini with onions, but the tomatoes are doing much better than my trellis attempt. I must have watched Pruitt Homestead on Tuesdays and I think Sundays. Pruitt Homestead, he does a Tomato Talk Tuesdays, and out of watching some of his stuff, I kind of picked up a little bit on pruning and what have you. And I don't know if I did good or not, but they seem to be making a lot of tomato. So, I did something right. Yeah, there, God just did it. That's entirely possible. Tomato. Because I pruned them back pretty hard, I thought. And then kind of went like I said, I haven't been out here too much except for picking zucchini and cucumbers and not paying much attention except for watering and that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden the tomatoes just went gung-ho. We did get those 100-degree days, so I know what it is. It's the rabbit poo. Between 20 years of horse manure and each bit getting its own dose of rabbit power booster. Yeah, see that honeybees out there? That tells me there's probably a lot of dandelion in my honey. Oh, distraction. So I tilled this up here, and I had gotten some more of the different, vetch and white mustard and buckwheat, and I also got some field peas. And with the last of my birdseed sunflowers and what have you, I planted and seeded this. I've brought up some of my fireweed seeds and kind of tried to seed it in. Along the back fence line right there, I threw in some hairy vetch, some climbing type stuff. And then I'm kind of experimenting. On this part right here that you can see the water, I threw down a bunch of the mustard seed and I think a bunch of my mint seeds from over there, and kind of seeded the area. The horses cannot have my garden. they would like my garden, they cannot have it. And then I did the same thing here, and you can see where I've watered enough that the grass is turning green. Then now here, I actually tilled up and seeded in some of the same stuff as that, and then heavy seeded with the buckwheat and mustard here. This had more of the dirt in. This looked like it was more of the grass mulch, so I may have to come in and throw some more seeds. I threw some more mustard in there about 3 or 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago. I don't know, lose track. To kind of get it denser. I want it to look like that down there. And then all the potato blooms are gone. They're not pretty no more. Pulled one out. Not time for them to come out yet, but I just wanted to see. I think it had 3 potatoes on it, maybe 4 potatoes on it. Looks like I might have missed one. No, that's dirt clod. See, my dirt's kind of hard when you get down deep, so. And then I didn't mound very much, but I have a lot of them, so if we get, half a dozen potatoes, each plant still. Those ones are the flowers. I don't remember what kind of flowers, but I wanted to put something there. Maybe they'll do better once the potatoes come out. Now, I was on, why I brought up the Pruitts. So I was on Tuesday, or yesterday on his chat, before B-Chat, and he was mentioning how I was doing my little bit of broccoli that I got in late that started distressed, and my red and green cabbages. And you see the potatoes kind of, now that they're dying down, I need to come in here and pull them back. But only really at this end. The rest of it's kind of okay. Biggest reason I haven't really done much of a video of the garden is I haven't weeded. My garden looked much better last year. I mean, it's not bad. This is just what's grown. But yeah, I obviously have some leaks somewhere that I need to take care of. And down there I've got a big one that sprays clear across. That's why we've got the green. But we're starting to get green bean blooms and honeybees up here. So there's going to be a lot of green beans coming on soon. The greens are looking nice. Yeah, see, I get down to this end and I get, I don't like it. But then we come to my longest, or my first planting of my flowers and stuff for the bees, and my second planting of the flowers and stuff for the bees. And then down here at the end, I did kind of the same thing as I did over there, just kind of did a little test and seeded a bunch of the mint and mustard. So you can see the mustard seed there. So it's not been super long, but I'm kind of watering it like that. And then along the end, seeded a little bit of the stuff that'll climb up a little bit of the fence, and a little more of the fireweed seed. And somewhere in here, sometimes we can see them, and I don't know if it's a him or her, I have no idea, but we've got a little praying mantis. And sometimes you'll see them run around and stuff when I come out in the water. Saw him earlier. It was really easy to see him, about a week or so ago, because he was white. But now I noticed that, now that this has gotten taller and stuff, it's taken on a darker tint. And I only catch it when they move. It's pretty cool. I've noticed that the blooms and stuff and all of this are pretty fresh. And, but I was noticing honeybees, checking them out down here. She didn't stay long. But, one thing I was thinking about with that fireweed seed, it'd be kind of cool if I tilled all along the front of that fence right there and planted a swath of it. That and sunflowers maybe. That would be good. Well, I just wanted to kind of show a little update because it's been a while, even though I am not happy with my weeding, but I'm not unhappy enough with it to obviously take care of it yet. Well, I gotta get ready and head to town. I will, looks like we got some seed pods starting. I've never grown potatoes from seed before, maybe I'll try that. Need a greenhouse. Thought about putting a small one right back here somewhere and a big one over there. And a chicken coop, maybe. That means I take down that fence over there and get back to work. This planting out here, it has been, I guess, relatively productive for how well it's seeded. Lots of bumblebees. Bumblebees like hairy vetch. Got a little bit of sunflowers. I'm going to collect the seeds off of them. The hairy vetch seeded pretty good here, so I'll definitely, And then over here, the buckwheat seeded pretty good, and it's been going back to seed as we progress. And I'll come in here and pick the seeds off. Here pretty soon, I guess, instead of tossing them on the ground, I'll start saving them. But buckwheat's not that expensive to buy. I kind of like it. I'd kind of like it to reseed pretty good.
But I don't think it did too bad. And bumblebees all over it now. Honeybees all over it now. So I guess it did its job. Praise God. Blessed days.